Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Surprise! Mukbang number 14. Okay, the diet is going good. The water cleanse is going poorly. You should never wear good clothes while eating greasy food. I have destroyed a lot of my clothes, but you know, I buy them at the right price, so it's not the end of the world. But it is bad if you can't find more. That can happen. It was a little overcast, but it's far from cold here in Southern California, sunny Southern California. Okay, tonight, this is my, well, it's supposed to be my carnivore food, but I cheated a bit. Let me make sure my food is showing. Okay, I think that'll do it. Okay, so tonight I made roasted chicken, and what I did is I bought chicken cheap. Albertsons. I find their meat to be really good. And then this is some hamburger I bought. And so I just drizzled the chicken with oil. Let me show you. I hope we don't have a repeat performance of last night. That is cottage cheese, but I cheated and put some capers and tomatoes. I found the diet is a lot more tolerable with just a tiny bit of some kind of vegetables. Last night it was jalapenos and red onions. That really helped. Okay, so what I did to my chicken is I put a little coarse sea salt, because you can use that like MSG. And then I embedded jalapenos, and I'm cheating, I'm having a little steak sauce. So this is going to be, oh, by the way, you guys, if you're on the keto diet or you're on the carnivore diet, sit off the grid. What's for dinner? Keto hot dog chili. I will be making that tomorrow, and I cannot wait. You know, the second day of this diet is the most miserable for me. So getting a good recipe like that can really help. Okay, I think I mentioned to you guys, I was a hairdresser all my life, and I love doing hair, and I said I will never retire. Well, guess what? I haven't worked in 3 years, and I don't mind it one bit, because I really love jewelry as well. Yummy. This is good. Why season it? You can buy it seasoned, so cheap. The trick on these diets is you have to find good food that you like. That's the whole trick. So one of my passions all through my life was jewelry, and so this is some of my jewelry. This is my own jewelry. I did a video, the music of jewelry, so you guys might hear my bracelets. And then I love combinations of all different kinds of combinations of jewelry. I bought these separate. I will buy a whole bunch more if I can find them, but I can't find them. And so I got the 96% beef patties. Yummy. This is delicious. Cottage cheese is really good because it's really cheese. These capers are really going to help me. I drizzle my chicken with olive oil. Guess what I'm going to do? Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat the skin. Yummy! Okay, you guys, you vegetarian types might want to tune out for this. My mouth is watering. I'm going to wreck my blouse. You guys, if the chicken is good, the skin is the best part. Who can hate the carnivore diet? Okay, so while I'm eating, we might as well discuss the hybrids. Yes. On one of my videos, I go, I can't understand what the motivation of aliens would be to breed with humans. One of the followers mentioned documentation of these facts. These are not facts. These are simply, you know, casting around in my mind this, that. This isn't a scientific show. A hybrid is 1/2 alien, 1/2 human. Okay, I posted a video on Twitter for you guys to see, and it was a corpse was found in LA. And they couldn't find a cause of death, and the girlfriend said he was a hybrid, and it was just like amazing because he had all kinds of money, all kinds of weapons, all kinds of guns. And he had no fingerprints. Who's that like? That's like a gray. That is a really good video. I posted 3 videos for you guys to see. All to do with abductees. I do not believe the humans have said to the aliens, we should like to reproduce with you people, with you aliens. No, I don't think it was that way. Every case, they were abducted. So, corpse found in LA, the guy said he was a hybrid. They can't prove he wasn't. Alien abduction or abduction phenomenon. They won't admit they're abductions. They just admit a lot of times something happened. Yeah, something happened, like the person was abducted by aliens. In a spaceship, sometimes taken to Mars. Oh. Sometimes taken to Mars, sometimes taken to the moon as a slave. Okay, now, humans being secretly kidnapped by non-human figures, aliens, subjected to physical and psychological experimentation. So I posted a video for you guys, and it was, one is a man, one is a woman. The man says he was taken into a spaceship, and he was immobilized on a table, and they did a whole bunch of experiments. And who approached him? an alien, but like a female. Then, this is one of my favorites. A woman from Italy was abducted and impregnated, and I posted the videos for you guys to see. Okay, a lot of the males have reported that their semen has been taken. This video that I posted for you was super fascinating, because the female went down and it was like she grabbed his tonsils and came out his nose. That's the last thing he remembers, which is probably a good thing. So an Italian woman was abducted and impregnated. They've abducted a lot of men, and what happens a lot of times is they will abduct you in your bed while you're sleeping. So you might be thinking, aren't you worried doing these videos that the aliens might abduct you? Well, it did cross my mind. But if I am abducted, I will report everything to you guys, if I can remember it. If you can't remember, it doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? The skin is the most delicious part. What is this? Chicken thigh seasoned. That tells you nothing. Well, whatever they season with is tasty. It's yummy. I have eaten all the skin first. Okay, so we had the hybrid that was found dead from no apparent causes with no fingerprints. We had a man who was abducted, and he was approached by an alien, a woman type alien, which probably wasn't good for him. And then we had a woman that was abducted and impregnated, and you can go, and it was in Italy, but it's got English captions so you can see what happened. The one from, the woman from Italy is my, well, I can't say it's my favorite. They're all good. You've got to watch these. If you're not into aliens, you know. Okay, so now, and hi to Dia's Frugal Life. She was on Sit Off the Grid's comments as well. Okay, alien hybrids born from a mixed parentage will survive humans on Earth when climate change ravages the planet. Well, you know, that can't really be said until the climate changes ravage the planet. So now the question is do we think hybrids are on the planets? Like, they're hybrids and they're living among us. Yes, I do. Another thing they say is that the DNA of the abductees could have been altered to make them hybrids. The good hamburger embedded with jalapenos is really good with steak sauce. I'm not minding the caffeine free at all, and it's not helping at all. Okay, but I lean more towards these hybrids have been actually bred by an abducted human and an alien. Okay, so now the man was was immobilized on a table, but the woman impregnated had evidence of strange markings all over her body. Okay, so now they have two pretty plausible reasons why these aliens could be abducting humans and reproducing, creating hybrids. The first theory is that they are incapable of reproducing themselves, and they're using the humans to reproduce aliens. I reject that idea. I think they can reproduce other aliens. Something has caused them to be incapable. Well, look what they're doing to our planet. So they won't be happy until they get us in the same position. Okay, and what they're doing is they're using humans as incubators to spawn alien offspring. Possible, but also possible for like containment vessels to contain the aliens. Okay, this is the one I lean towards. Producing hybrid beings that will help them take over the planet. Yeah, I could see that. Does that make a whole lot more sense? Okay, they're abducting the humans. They're taking the humans to Mars, and when the humans are on Mars, the humans are slaves for 20 years. Like, did you ever think about the pyramids? There obviously was a slave race. I lean towards producing hybrid beings that will help them take over the planet. Okay, so these are the two, if you go and you Google, this is what you're going to find. But I said to myself, and this is not scientific, what if I just think of everything possible, what these aliens could be up to? Try to think like your cheating husband and stuff. That's good. Okay. Here is the first thing I came up with. The aliens, not the humans, the aliens find humans interesting and attractive. Like they could be like spying on the humans, scoping out the humans and finding humans that they find interesting, human women for men aliens, and human men for women aliens that they find attractive or interesting. I don't discount that taking over the world thing one bit. Two, they find humans with traits they want to breed into their own species. I notice all the people that they abduct are young and attractive. I mean, when was the last time you heard some like really unattractive older woman, this is why I think I'm safe? I was abducted by aliens. No, you weren't. So, theory number 2, they find humans with traits they want to breed into their own species. We have a lot of miraculous traits, It's hard to imagine what traits aliens would want to breed into their race. this is one I lean towards. They want to hijack the hybrids. So they want to create these hybrids, you know, by their abduction schemes. And then they want to hijack these hybrids and take them back to their own planet. Remember the guy that was found dead with no fingerprints? He had all kinds of money, like $250,000, and I've been hearing about this on the social media, about people who are finding all their money gone and, you know, and left here to face the consequences. How about him? Left for dead. Okay, I came up with another one. The hybrid will host them here on the earth. So they will find safe havens to live on the earth with the hybrid children. That makes sense. Their children might be more, you know how some children take more after one side than the other? Maybe their children are somewhat alien-like. They want to create empires on the earth using hybrids as figureheads and humans as slaves. I think that's a pretty good guess right there. So these people that are, you know, like our leaders, supposedly, they're hybrids, but everything is being directed by the aliens. That's one of my best theories. Okay, this is a good one too. Enhance their attractiveness by breeding with humans. You know, really the aliens are not the most attractive, but have you ever thought of the possibility that possibly, you know how like regular people don't look like these Victoria's Secret models? How do we know they're not hybrids? They're tall, they're skinny. Guys, enhance their attractiveness by breeding with humans. Now that one, I wouldn't doubt one bit. There seems to be some evidence of that. If you come up with good food, the carnivore diet is not bad. Okay, how about this one? Humans as pets. You know how people love their pets? It was like some aristocracy, and he had a monkey, a famous monkey, and it was in the paintings of him. And he lent his monkey to his friend who was sick, and then his friend didn't want to give the monkey back. How about humans as pets? Okay, now this is creepy. Create human spouses. So in their minds, these hapless humans, like the Italian lady, take a look at her. I mean, it's nothing but bad. It really is. But from their own thinking, you never know what they're thinking. I mean, who would know? I heard from women they've had children by reptilians, that the reptilians are very attached to the human children, which would be fun. Uh-oh. I'm surprised this didn't happen. A screw came out. That was the reptilians. Okay, so the reptilians are very attached to their half-human children. Okay. Find human families on Earth. So they, whether you like it or not, they're like part of the family. How about that? That's what it kind of seems like. You know, you think of them as like the pets, but maybe they're thinking of you as like the pets. How about this one? Create human families in space. Taking your children and creating families in space. Conducting experiments on humans. Yeah, I think that every abductee has said that they were, you know, poked and prodded. How about the alien woman going down the guy's tonsils and coming up the guy's nose? That seems experimental. Okay, here's a bad possibility that I came up with. Harvesting food and body parts. If they're carnivores. And what would they do with these body parts? Well, maybe they would use them for experiments. Who knows? Okay, now here is a bad thought. And I came up with this one all by myself. They get an appetite for strange flesh. So the human women would be strange flesh, but the aliens like it. And poor you if that should happen. Okay, now, so what kind of people might these aliens be attracted to have hybrid children with? Okay. Abnormally beautiful people. On the other hand, I have heard that there is aliens that are beauty. Okay, I have sugar-free orange jello, and I bought light, this is a slight cheat, banana yogurt. So I thought that would be good. I have never tried banana yogurt, but tonight is a good night. So, okay, so they would be attracted to very beautiful people. It could be men, it could be women. And then their children, the hybrid children, would be extremely attractive. So you'd be in more danger of an abduction if you were rather, I've never tried this stuff. Yummy. That's pretty good. And the whole thing is only 80 calories. Greek yogurt, light and fit, banana cream. It is really creamy. And it's not horribly bad on the diet either, just the yogurt, and it's only a little bit. So they might target beautiful children. On the other hand, they might steal these people's beauty somehow. I have heard that. I have heard that a lot of these beauty products destroy your beauty. There's stuff in them that destroys your beauty. Abnormally smart or gifted people. That makes sense. Gifted in music, art, and fashion. I heard Karl Lagerfeld was pretty much of a genius from his early adulthood, and then he had absolutely no real interest in fashion. Very creative and interesting people. You know how some people are just so creative and interesting, and like, I have known girls that were very, very fascinating. You know, I would work on them. I go, wow, she's so fascinating. Okay, this one. People abnormally interested in animals, and the animals could be containment vessels for aliens. Like, did you see the video I posted, the woman who married a dog? I find that highly suspicious. Maybe she married a dog, maybe she married something else, you know? Okay, this seems like something an alien would like. People obsessed with beautiful dwellings or creating various beautiful things. You know, there's some people that live for, well, hairdressers are kind of this way, but there are people who take it to a whole new level and they're obsessed with creating all kinds of beauty all around them. Some of it's gardens, some of it's, well, and if you notice, people who live in palace and mansions are very obsessed with beautiful dwellings or creating very beautiful things. And a lot of it comes down through the generations. Okay, things that aliens could be attracted to: watches, jewelry, ocean habitats, music to do with ocean or nature. Have you ever noticed like the alien music is always kind of like that? Okay, and then the last one that I think that aliens would be attracted to and would consider hybrids are occultists. When Hitler and the Germans had interactions with the aliens, they were always intermixed with occultism. Space travel, people who are like really into space travel and obsessed with space travel, like the Raelians with, and telepathy. And then the last thing is, this is technology, especially to do with the moon, sun, Mars, distant planet, alien art. I actually had some alien art, and I'm telling you, there was something about that art. I couldn't, you know what, I didn't destroy it. I really didn't. It was really, really a fascinating, it was on my Instagram, but you know, I had these old phones and all the pictures were lost. And the other thing that I feel attracts aliens is crystal balls. I've had big ones from time to time, and I have to, you know, get rid of them. So, okay, you guys, that is my discussion and my mukbang on hybrids, and God bless you all.